I've never seen a specific line at the airport for people that have done their online check-in instead of here. That's kind of cool. Anyway, hello, it's your boy Davidoff. I've just had a holiday in Australia for the 4th year in a row. This year, I'm flying home to London with Fly Emirates, a massive airline. And when I was a kid, when I first found out about the A380, I was very excited. The biggest passenger plane in the world, and it still is right now, the biggest commercial plane. I've always wanted to fly on it. Like since I was a kid, I always wanted to fly the A380. And even though I know Singapore Airlines had the first one, Emirates was second, I always liked the Emirates one. I always liked the vibe and look of the Emirates one. So since I was a kid, I really wanted to fly that plane. I wanted to fly Emirates anywhere, right? Didn't get to do it because obviously it's never the cheapest option. And when you go on holiday, you try to look for good deals. I'm not rich, as you might already know. But I finally get to fly Emirates, and I finally get to fly the A380 from Dubai to London. The flight number is EK1, Emirates 1. Number 1. I've never flown number 1 before, but it's the number 1 flight. The Emirates A380, I'm finally flying it. They also sponsor Arsenal in my team. I support since I was 5 years old. Yeah, I was born in 95 for reference. Since 2006, we've had Emirates on our shirts, and we still have Emirates on our shirts right now. It used to be Fly Emirates, now it's Emirates Fly Better. Our stadium is called Emirates Stadium. So there's obviously connections to my football team, and on top of that, it's just an airline that I wanted to fly for a long time. And specifically, I wanted to fly their A380. I'm finally doing it today, well, technically tomorrow, because the flight now from Adelaide to Dubai is a Boeing 777, I believe. And then the flight back from Dubai to London, that is the A380. So the first flight is a 13-hour flight, 2-hour transit, then a 10-hour flight back to London. And yeah, only one thing though, obviously I'm not a kid anymore, so I'm not jumping for joy like I would have been when I was a kid, but I'm still excited. The second thing, I have now flown on the A380 twice, not the Emirates one. I flew the Qatar one in 2022, flying back from Australia, from Melbourne to Doha to London. The Doha flight was the A380. I sat upstairs at the back in premium seats. It was very nice. I can't do that at Emirates. Emirates upstairs is only business and first class. You can't do economy upstairs, unfortunately. In Qatar, you can. That's a little bit annoying because I wanted to sit upstairs, but I can't. But I did pay for a seat on the A380. That's a window seat. It's sort of like in the middle, I think, of the bottom deck. The first flight, the seat was free. There was 3 seats available on the second flight, but I thought I want a window seat. So the only window seats left cost money. I've also flown on a second A380, British Airways, Washington to London. So this is actually my third A380. The first one, I remember the flight was so good with Qatar. The landing was so smooth. It didn't feel like we landed. It felt like we were still flying. Like it was that amazing. The British Airways one, they hit the ground hard. They hit the ground very hard. But yeah, even though I've experienced the A380 twice now with different airlines, and obviously I'm not a kid anymore and I'm not overly hyped and excited, I still am excited. I'm still looking forward to this because since I was a kid, I'm looking forward to flying on this jet. And even though I've actually flown it twice, this is the Emirates one. I wanted to fly on the Emirates one when I was young, and I'm finally doing it. So I would if I said I wasn't excited, I'd be lying to you. I'm actually very excited. The kid in me is very excited right now. If I went back in time to tell myself that I'd be flying this plane, my past self would be very, 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 very happy about it. So yeah, but that's later on. First of all is the 13-hour flight on the Boeing 777. I am hoping to be asleep the entire time. So there you go. I have just seen my nemesis. This shop I see at every airport, and it really annoys me. There's like 10 of them in like UK airports, and I can't escape them on the other side of the world, down under in Australia. WH Smith. At least they're not blue this time. It looks nicer this time, but it's still WH Smith, my nemesis. All right, it is time to fulfill a childhood dream, and it actually was a childhood dream to fly that plane. So I'm very excited. This is the big one. This is the Emirates one. And one day I'll do the Singapore one actually, because that's the original A380. I want to use that airline. I don't know if they still use the original plane though, but they're the first airline to use it. So at some point I have to fly that plane too. Oi, what do you call this? They put one AFL hat in this entire glass box in Adelaide, and it's a cat's hat. They just beat the Crows, mate. What a betrayal. A Port fan did this. I guarantee a Port fan did this. Oh yeah, yeah. A poor fan did this. Look at this. Yeah. I see what you did there. Yeah. I'm whoever you are, I'm watching you. Oh my days. You know how I mentioned there's like 10 of these in every airport? That's the second one today. In this, when I went to Melbourne, there was like 4 in the same terminal. You can't escape them. I saw one in Egypt. I see them in the US. It's getting ridiculous. WA Smith and their world takeover. I can't get over this. Someone's got to stop them. They can't get away with this.
Thank you. Yeah, give my order. Okay. Take away. Okay. $100.
No McFlurries again. It's the third McDonald's today. No McFlurries for me. Maybe it's a sign. It's a sign that I should not get one. Already went through security, but then I had to go somewhere else, go down some escalators and go for another security checkpoint for international travel. So double security. So it wasn't actually open yet, so we had to wait in like a long queue, and now it's open. So we managed to get through. Everything's all good. Scanned my passport. The machine let me through. I looked at a screen. It verified my face. Through without seeing anyone. Perfect. Obviously, it's kind of easier for like a British citizen to get in and out of Australia, but still, obviously, you still need a visa and everything. So everything's verified, everything's all good, and we are good to go. Hopefully, no more security, but there could be security in Dubai Airport. That is very possible because obviously, some airports, even with transit, you've got security again, which is fair enough. Obviously, you kind of need that in airports. But yeah, it's fairly quiet because this basically has just opened up international departures. I do know my gate number, and boarding's in about an hour. Flight's just under 2 hours away, so yeah, time to fly home. This is convenient. I literally just came out of duty free. I just walked through duty free, and the flight's right there. EK441 to Dubai, right there. I hope some of these seats have plug points. I want to kind of edit yesterday's vlog. Don't see any plug points anywhere. It's a bit worrying. Am I allowed to use that, or have I got to buy a drink to do it? I didn't know there was a McDonald's behind me there. I sat there, edited the vlog, edited like 25 minutes of it, so it's not too bad. About 15 minutes of footage to go. Could probably cut it down a bit as well. So yeah, got the edit started because literally if I don't get it done, I'm gonna also edit in the transit as well. I'm Group E, that's me. Literally when I get home I have to edit that vlog, this vlog, and a few other bits and bobs on other, like on my gaming channel I got something to edit as well. So yeah, I do land like early afternoon, but I still want to like relax most of that day before I go back to work the next day. But yeah, at least it's less of a workload now because I did edit quite a bit of it. Up to the bit where I start the boss safari. But yeah, it is time to go. Hi.
Welcome aboard. Fast treats already. cheapskate. Goon. Thank you. Oh, you've got earbuds? Yeah. Have you got anything downloaded on your phone? Yeah. If not, use those earphones. Yeah, for watching a movie. Yeah. I put Hamish's through every week. It's not my problem.
Cupid barrel dosing first check.
I bought some for you. you at the start, I'm like, I'm gonna hate this. And I did. I just like, oh my god. See, I'm really. Naomi's doing year 12 at the moment. The daughter's doing year 11, but it's called terms. I don't even want to do terms.
Thank you. First class, nice, isn't it? I wish I was this rich. Cost thousands to sit here. And we're out. This bag is ripping apart. I gotta hold it like this. But we are on our way. Got about 2 hours to the next flight, I think. That landing was so smooth. If you've flown frequently before, it's one of those landings where you can hear the thud of the landing hitting the ground, but you can't actually feel it. It's one of those landings. You could hear the thud, but you couldn't feel it yourself. It was so smooth. And that was just the Boeing 777. The Airbus A380 is still to come. Hopefully it's just as smooth as the Qatar one I experienced 3 years ago, which was bloody amazing, by the way. I was also asleep most of that flight. I think I was asleep about 12 hours, like genuinely. Sometimes on and off, sometimes I got woken up and went back to sleep, but like every time I woke up, went back to sleep within like 2 minutes. Like I kept dozing off and it was perfect. I got woken up once for food and I was just like, I don't want any food, went back to sleep, I remember. The second time, they woke me up, I'm just like, yeah, I want food. And I got the last option. They had no options left, just the one option left. I'm just like, I don't even want that, but I'm hungry, so I'll take it. So I can't really judge the airline food because the first time I didn't even have any food, and the second time I had no choice. I chose the last option because that's all they had left. So yeah, apart from that, obviously I was asleep most of it, so I can't really judge anything else. But the customer service seemed good based on when I was awake. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, very nice seats. Obviously legroom is the same sort of issues as normal, but it wasn't too bad. I had a bit of space on the right of my seat in the corner of the plane. I could put one foot. Adjusting the other foot though, I kind of ripped my bag trying to like move my bag to the side, so that's my bad. I could have put my backpack on top, like I could have done that, but because I got a laptop in there, I thought I want to keep my laptop next to my feet. I don't want to put it up there. That's just me. I could have had more legroom if I wanted to, but I chose to put both of these stuck under the same seat along with one of my feet. Yeah, well done, David. But apart from that, I actually slept quite comfortably. My legs don't feel that bad. I think it's probably because I've slid my foot under my backpack. So my backpack's here. I put one foot under my backpack and the other foot to the side of my seat. There was a bit of a gap between the seat and the side of the plane. So that's probably why I was all right. Seat was comfortable. Seat was very comfortable. It's a very, very nice flight. And I was like, I've slept on planes plenty of times before, but that's the most comfortable I've slept on a plane ever, for sure. By far, it's not even close. Okay, EK1. We're looking for number 1. Where are you? To London. There it is, EK1, 7:45, gate A3. I wanted to say London before I continue, but even though I know that's the right flight. There we go, lower than Heathrow. EK1, A3, let's go. Oh, nice, clean, shiny airport. Shiniest airport we've seen since Malaysia. I've been to Dubai before. I went on a long holiday for a week in 2017. I got on this channel. There's like I put all the vlogs into one big video. It's like I think it's like 2-hour video. So on this channel you can check it out. It was a good holiday. It's a good holiday. Very hot country. Very hot. Very hot country. More security. Go to the toilet and there's no queue for security now, which is good. There were like 100 people here, and now there's like 10. Yeah. Also, when I was in the toilet, right, my bag, the Connor's bag broke, so I had to like uncomfortably like reach out for my backpack from the hook. Take this heavy backpack off the hook, open it, put the Connor's bag in, close it, reach up again, put it back on the hook. It was I got this bag out of it though, so Yeah, flipping. How'd it rip down there, man? How'd it rip down there? No, I think I remember because I was half asleep. So I tried to pull it out because it seemed like stuck under the seat. And then I heard a rip. I'm just like, and it just happens to rip at the place where the two handles are. And you can't carry it or hook it onto anything. Anyway, let's get to my flight. All right, 15 minutes to the A gates. That's good. Emirates baby strollers. Oh, that's cool. Flight is 7:45. Boarding's at 7. It is 6:24. So I don't have time to get my laptop out and just start editing yesterday's vlog, which I still got to finish. But I'm not going to lie to you. It is an A380. I'm probably not sleeping that whole 10 hours. So if I want to edit, I got time on the plane. Self-service connections. What does that do? Wow, everything's so shiny. Nice vending machines there. Flipping heck, mate. An escalator, the security escalator, and a train. My days. I know it's a big airport, but still. These seats are nice and red. You are kidding me. You got to take lifts again to the A gates. Oh my days. Security lift, train lift. Right. Why don't we switch it up, guys? Escalator. There we go. There's another option. Let's mix it. Make it a diverse journey.
Yeah, and the only reason I spoke in outside.
Wherever you go, everything's so damn shiny. We're almost there. That's A3. They are already boarding. It's only 6:42. That's good to know, though. Tell me, why can't I see the plane from here? I want to see it. I mean, that's got to be it, but I want to see it from the window. We had to scan our passport and look at a camera, one of those machines, to get to the gate. I've only seen that to enter a country, exit a country. And when I get back to England, I'll have to do that. I've never seen it to enter a gate. Call that two-factor authentication, I guess. They had extra security again, but I didn't have to do it. They told me just go straight through. So maybe the airport scanners told them that Davidoff is alright, you know. Yeah, Davidoff's alright. That's what the machines told them. So I don't think I'm getting on. Right, so boarding is clearly down there. So it is the plane I was looking at and not this plane. But it's the same model. So this isn't the exact plane I'm flying because it's sitting on the other side, but it is the exact same model. The A380 800, there it is. The big double decker. And it's the Emirates one. Obviously I've flown two before, but this is the first time flying Emirates one. I'm finally flying Emirates. Finally.
First class passengers, business class passengers, Emirates Skywards Platinum and Gold card holders may board at their leisure. Thank you for choosing Emirates and we wish you a pleasant flight. حضرات السادة المسافرين شكرا لكم.
Now boarding C, D and F. By me. So what about E? Oh, there we go. Three different boarding areas. Never seen that before.
Welcome aboard. Mr. Elgato, time, yeah?
Yes.
58 Ks across to your right, and enjoy your flight, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome aboard.
لندن هيثرو. كما نحن جميع أعضاء مجلس أسعد الله أوقاتكم بكل خير. نتحرك الطائرة الآن بحفظ الله ورعايته في مطار لندن هيثرو. Tel Aviv, without orders and cross-check.
I know you can trick me.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you.
You enjoyed your flight?
Thanks.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you. So that wasn't actually a 10-hour flight. For some reason I thought it was. I think I was including the transit time. It was like 7 hours 50 actually. But the pilot announced it was quicker than that. But then I realized, sorry, I stopped for a bit to wait for the crying baby to go away. Flying all these flights, I've flown 102 flights now, only about 16 of those were before 2022. So I've flown a lot of flights by now. And the flight time includes the time that the plane leaves the departure gate. So before, like, it's not from takeoff to landing, it's a bit longer than that. So when the pilot said like we could do it in 6 hours 40, it was delayed. So we took off about an hour after the scheduled departure time. And it's because the flight was late. The previous flight getting there was late. I just assumed the flight between London to Dubai was delayed. That's what I'm assuming, because that's how airlines usually work. But whatever flight that plane was used for arrived late, so we had to depart late because of that. Which is fine, it happens. Airports can get crazy sometimes. But yeah, the pilot announced we got some extra fuel, sorry about the delay, and we can do it in like 6 hours. I think it's 6 hours 40 or something. I'm just like, that's a whole hour brushed off. But it was a smooth flight. I didn't sleep at all. It was a nice smooth flight. The seat got a bit comfortable towards the last 2 hours, but that's because I was sitting down for that whole time. I didn't get up once. I didn't need the toilet, so I never got up even once during that entire flight. Something tells me I'll be a little bit tired later on, because it's only midday, it's only 1 p.m. or something, and I got to go and edit, so I'm going to be very tired, but I should hopefully be awake tomorrow morning to watch the AFL game, because the next round starts tomorrow. I forgot to do my tips. It's my bad. So I got to do that as well. Arsenal play tonight in the Champions League, the second leg against Real Madrid. Even though we're 3 goals up, I am breaking it because we could choke that lead. The opposing team are kind of the kings of comebacks in the Champions League, so a little worried about that one. But anyway, back to delays. We got near Heathrow and the guy said we might experience severe turbulence while landing. about an hour before landing, so we had to fasten our seatbelts really early. And then when we got near to landing, the guy said we got a 50-minute delay because Heathrow has only one runway open. They closed the runway for some reason, no idea why. He said approximately 50-minute delay because it's a busy airport and we only got one runway, which is understandable. That rarely ever happens though, but it's annoying. It happened to me on this particular time. Oh look, we've got some of my squad members here. But then about 5 minutes later, he said the runway's open now. So they must have opened it very quickly after he announced it. And he said, no, it's not 50-minute delay anymore, it's more like 15 to 20. I was just like, oh, that's a good relief. I didn't want to be hovering around the air for 50 minutes. That would have been a bit stressful, but we had enough fuel for it anyway. So maybe not stressful in that way, but yeah, I thought I'd get negative part of the way. Apart from that, customer service was good. Everything was great, flight attendants, everything like that. Food was nice, the breakfast was made. That sandwich for breakfast was amazing. Lunch was okay, the chicken was good. So yeah, good food. For airplane food is normally like not very good anyway. So for airplane standards, that was pretty good. Landing and the flight in general was pretty smooth. I think Qatar's one 3 years ago was smoother, to be honest. But this is pretty smooth. I didn't even feel the landing. I heard it. I heard the thud, didn't feel it. But yeah, it was a nice landing. It felt a bit rough going into it though. We were descending quite close to land. I don't know if you could tell on the camera when I was filming it landing, but the plane was swaying left to right a little bit. It was going straight, but like angling left and right a bit. I was just like, I've seen it happen on video before. To be fair, it does happen. It's usually wind. Where is Dubai? Is it gonna load up the screen? Yes, no. Dubai is still not there. Let's wait another second or two or 10. There we go, number 6. When we landed, I saw about 5 planes in the air, just 5 planes lined up one after the other, just ready to land, just in midair, just in a line, sloping downwards. I always find, even though I've seen that before, like Heathrow's kind of known for that. Heathrow kind of had like, I think when I was a kid, they had landings like there was a plane every minute landing, I think, or something like that, something ridiculous like that. It might have been like every 30 seconds. So I shouldn't be surprised, but I feel like that was partly because of the delays with the runway being closed, and they probably had planes circling around for a while because our plane got lucky, right? Because the runway was closed, we got there, they opened it straight away. There's probably some planes out there that circled for a while. So I imagine partly that's why it was like that. But then again, that would be just typical Heathrow. So it's maybe a bit of both. Maybe a bit of both. They've got a vending machine for this fuel thing. I stopped drinking that. It's like it's not as good as it turned out to be, shall we say. Let's leave it at that. There's healthier options than that. Bloody hell, you can tell I flew on the biggest flight in the world. Feels like the entire plane is here waiting. Again, I understand that it's the biggest flights in the world. And apparently this particular route is the most popular one in the world. That's what I've heard. But it's still a bit long. The belt's not even started moving yet. So everyone's just waiting for their bag, just standing here. So the bag's gonna be delayed. Emirates, I've enjoyed your flights. I've enjoyed your flights today, but these delays on the second flight, something else, mates. Something else. Qatar did better with this one. They delivered bags quicker, I think. Or did they? I've forgotten now, it's 3 years ago. Some bags already here. Oh my God, I thought that was my bag. It is not. Why is it not moving? I'm confused. So there's a lot of people waiting in number 6, right? I see bags on the belt, and they're labeled DXB, which is the Dubai airport. So there's suitcases from our plane already on the belt. The belt's not moving. As far as I know, it's a malfunction. So it's not the Emirates, not the fault of Emirates. It's the airports. Heathrow Airport has had an oopsie, and they can't. I'm guessing the belt has malfunctioned where it can't move anymore. Yeah, fantastic. I should go to the toilet before this blows over. Also Emirates, that survey at the end of the flight, it's a nice idea, it doesn't suit me. Email me, I'll review you. I'll give you a good review as well, your review is pretty good. So my only issue is the delays, everything else is great. But I don't want to have the plane land and look at my screen and look, oh, how would you rate each aspect of this? I'm just like, this ain't SurveyMonkey. I am trying to film the landing of the plane. All right, calm down. Reclaim number 6 has just gotten even bigger. Most of that is for number 6. Most of it, at least 90%. Oh my days. By the way guys, this bag is 6 kg. That's before I put Granddad's shirts in there because the bag broke. The bag is still in there, but like, you get the point. The broken bag with the shirts in it, I put it in. But before I put that in, 6 kg, okay, 6 kg. This is the bag I took 6 kg, I carried it around in Monato, and then back around all day, running around for clothes shops, then going to the airport. I'm still carrying the 6 kg bag, and I'm waiting for my 20 kg bag. I don't know how much it weighs. It doesn't weigh that much, to be honest, because my limit was 30k. Like they said I could bring a 30 kg bag into the plane. I'm just like, that's elite. My bag's not that heavy though. There's a good doggy over there. If I had anything suspicious, he would bite me. But thankfully, I'm a good law-abiding person who doesn't bring in illegal stuff into England. Just Hague's chocolates, which could be illegal. I mean, they're not sold in England, are they? It could be classed as an import. Welp. Welp indeed. I'm just standing back, babe. Until this bell starts moving, I'm not going near it. There are 10 airlines that have A380s. Singapore was the first. Emirates probably the most popular one. They got over 100 of them, I'm pretty sure. I don't intend to fly all 10, but I am pretty interested in flying the Singapore A380, which I'm pretty sure runs from London. And I do want to visit Singapore one day, so there's an opportunity there. I'm kind of fascinated by the plane. I've now experienced it. Window seat at the bottom, window seat at the top with more padding, and with British Airways I was in the aisle, in the middle. So I didn't really see anything outside. And it was also the hardest landing of the 3. So if I was to rank it, British Airways would be last. I'd probably, I put Qatar first in terms of the smoothness of the flight. The flight was smoother with Qatar. I didn't feel anything with Qatar. Like, it felt like we were just floating the entire time from the moment we left the departure gate to the moment we landed. So I'd say the Qatar flight was a bit more comfortable, but there's a bit of bias there because in the Qatar one I sat upstairs, which is where I want to see on A380, and I sat in a wonderful padded chair with like extra leg room. So that probably was better for me. Apart from that, pretty much everything else, I thought Emirates was better. Pretty much everything else. I know there was delays, but delays can happen in any airline, so I'm just judging the flight experience. Emirates, better overall flight experience. It's just that Qatar had a smoother flights. That could also depend on the pilot as well sometimes, and just the day and the wind. Many aspects, many aspects. I also flew back in August 3 years ago. And this is April. What difference does that make? I don't know. But yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed the vlogs. My next holiday is the end of August, only for like, it's just over a weekend. I've not fully booked it yet, but I'm booking it soon. But yes, I think that means the bag's going to start moving. That's good. Yeah, so August, obviously not Australia. And then after that, I got a couple trips planned in October. One is already booked. I already got a booked trip in October. And another one I'm planning in October as well that I haven't booked quite yet. Obviously neither are Australia. Next February, I want to tour America. Do like a 2-week tour. I want to visit more than a couple, but I want to visit a few states in America. And I can do it within 2 weeks. Next April, I should have heard what she said, but I think she was talking about the delay of the baggage and the malfunction or whatever, I don't know. So I was like, yeah, next April I'm planning a trip to Southern Africa, which I hope I can fulfill and get done, because I wanted to do it last year and I had to cancel because of work situation. And then after that, Australia. So at some point between May and August, I'll visit Australia. I want to visit Darwin. It's just a question of, do I want to visit during May when Gold Coast is playing home games there, or do I want to visit in like August towards the end of the season? There's options there, but either way I want to visit Darwin mainly to explore it. So either way, just explore Darwin and then fly to Sydney for my first SCG game, and then fly to Melbourne to watch Hawthorn one more time. Even Tasmania instead of Sydney, even Tasmania instead of Melbourne, depends. Just for a Hawks game really, so it could be even. But that is the plan for next year. and I'm hoping to possibly go to World Cup game in the US, but that depends on actually getting a ticket and then getting an expensive flight. And I want to try and fit in a trip to Jordan as well to visit one of the wonders of the world, because I've already seen 4 out of 7. That would make it 5 if I saw Petra. And yeah, after that I save for Antarctica. So yeah, I'll see you for the next few holidays. And when I get my bag, this vlog will end, and then the next video, which is my souvenir video, will start straight away, because it starts with me giving gifts to my granddad and my mum. All right, the belt's still not moving. The belt still isn't moving. The belt still isn't moving. I should have been recording. They just made an announcement. She said it is now ready at carousel number 2. Just had a big collective groan from so many people. Everyone just groaned at it.
Exit the baggage hall.
Now everyone is going to number 2.
Please ensure the baggage you collect.
The entire flight. Wow, London airports, eh? With all the busy flight routes they have, they always mess things up. Every single time. They're so obsessed with automated bag drops that they've forgotten how to drop bags off properly. For the first class and business class passengers, they get their bags dropped off on the floor next to a sign. Must be nice, must be nice. Thousands of pounds. We landed about 45 minutes ago. Not even landed, just we got to the gate 45 minutes ago before the doors opened. Oh, there it is. It looks similar to other suitcases, but it's got that tag that I put on, and that's why that's useful. Well then, that's how I know it's my bag. It's for time to head out. It is now time to head back. Nothing to declare, let's go. Your boy Davidoff, please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.